How the devil are we all doing? Welcome back to another Andy Plays Golf video. We've not seen each other for a wee while. I'm going to explain later on in the video why that's happened, but I am back with another video, and this is a much requested video that I've received off you guys. So I'm down here at CC Golf in Glasgow to actually run through what a full range session would be. So I was going to take it to a driving range, but then I realised that I'm not a fan of people, and I don't really like being round everybody, especially when I'm doing filming, because they all make comments about being Rick Shields and that, and I'm like, mate, I am not. If you're at the range and you're wanting to go through certain changes, obviously you're going to have certain things that you and your coach are running with. If you've not got a facility of like a top tracer or anything like CC, obviously get yourself booked in, because during the day this is exactly what you need to do. It's like 11 o'clock during the day and I'm in here and you can just run through what you need to run through. So I've got my Garmin G80 if I'm at the range that's not got a top tracer. I've obviously got my face tape, you've seen that before, and an alignment stick. Pick that up for Amazon. These are crucial because there's certain aspects that I'm working on in my game, which, to be honest, the majority of that kind of falls into. Right, so what we're going to run through first of all is the first stage of my practice, which is warm up. I don't do stretches, right? I really don't. Obviously, look at me, I'm pure fine peak athleticism, but I don't do stretches. All I do is I just kind of do knock-up shots for each club. And to be honest, one of the things I've got a problem with now is overswinging. I really go at the ball because I want to get the maximum distance as I can get. But I'm going to actually show you a wee technique that I've learned through doing this method that's kind of trained me to dial back my shots. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here is take my 54 degree, I've put my face tape on, and I'm just literally going to be like what I call nipple to nipple. It's from here to here. And this shot will probably go kind of 60 yards carry or something like that, but I'm only concerned as to where the ball lands on the face. And if I can dial that in, then we're going to be good. So just a nice smooth swing, making sure that the tempo's nice, and that's actually went quite well. You can see I've got 67 yards out that one. And that's the great thing about this, you're going to see all your numbers. If you have a look down the right hand side, I'm recording this screen so you can see your numbers there. And you can see your peak height at the top and you can see your dispersion down the bottom left. This is pretty much as true to life that I've actually felt. I did feel as if I cut across that one a wee bit. But just for reference, there it is on the face, pretty centred, so I'm happy with that. And as you've seen previous videos, if I'm not great with I'm getting more heel strike or toe strike, put your tee gates down and make sure that you're coming in between your two tees. But I'll put it up in the corner so you can watch that video. Right, so I'm going to now dial this up just a wee bit. Maybe expect this one to go kind of 80 or 90 yards. Right, so that one was all right. It's actually went 110. Now, I wasn't planning on talking about this just yet. Just for reference, we hit the same part of the face. That there is getting close to maxing out what my full 54 does. I've got this down as a kind of 120 to 125. That one carried 108, right? And that was for me probably what felt about a 60% swing. I missed probably left to target, but you can see shots right and left, so you can see why I was manipulating the face. This is why I do this wee knockback shot, and these first shots have got to be dialed in, because I want you guys to realise that it's not about swinging fast, it's about hitting the right part of the face if you want distance. And if you're hitting the right part of the face, that's telling you that whatever you're doing in your swing is working out all right. So now we're getting to the stage where, what is this, 80%? So as I said before, 120 to 125 is my kind of max out 54 degree. So let's see what an 80% kind of shoulder to shoulder swing would come out as. Right, so I did flip at that quite a bit. That should probably go shorter, which it did, 103. You can see I still hit the middle of the face, but it was just a bit shorter because of my swing. I did flip at it. So let's see if we can do that again, but I'm more kind of dialed in strike. Middle of the stands, I want to feel nice and high here. Right, so I caught that one quite nice. That should come down about 110. Right, say we're kind of 116, and that for me wasn't full out. You know, I'm not going full pelt at that. You can see it's about a kind of 80%, nice cluster of shots on the face. And just for the banter, let's go full pelt at this. Get a nice draw on this and see what we can do. That went really high, and that will come down onto the green at 114 yards, right? So there was the last two shots. What I felt was an 80% swing and what I felt was 100%, probably 105% swing. The 105% swing went less and you can see it flailed out to the right. Reason being for that is you're losing control of the face. It's my problem. I'm really losing control of it. So if you say to me, I want you to get this to 115 yards, it would be about a kind of what I would feel an 80% swing. Nice tempo, nice feel and nice contact. Right, so I'd expect this to be about 115 yards. 113 or 14, 113 on the nose, and I've hit the middle of the face. Just have a look at the replay. It's like 80% for me, right? And this is what I need to do. Nice dispersion down the bottom left. Right, so I'm going to change it up a wee bit. I'm going to move to a 7-iron. You can work through your bag if you want. For me, definitely pitching wedge is something I would work on. 9-iron's definitely something I would work on, but I'm just going to jump straight to 7-iron because it's a slightly different swing for me. So I'm going to reset the data. So if you just have a look on the screen then now, you can actually see your statistics. That's all the shots I hit there. So you can actually see a nice from 66 right the way through. Look at the last two shots. Number 5 was an all-out swing for me. I did get a wee bit faster ball speed, but because I lost the face slightly, you can see that it's not went as far. So happy with that. I've been doing quite a bit of speed training when it comes to my swing, and I've tried to get faster. And one of the things I have realised is you need to hit the right part of the face. So this is one thing that I have really been working on in my back garden. You've seen the pictures on Instagram. So beforehand, my 7-iron was about 175 carry. If I'm out at about 100%, I can force it up to about 195. I'll maybe do that today, but it's only because I need to know that if I'm playing into a wind, I can penetrate it a wee bit more and get that flight on it. But for me, an 80% swing on course is great. So I'm keeping that 175. So let's see if we can maybe dial this to what, about 150, 140, 150 carries. This is like a kind of 40% swing. Felt that was a wee bit toe. Should come down just before the 150. Slightly, so it was that 146 carry, slightly toe. So you can see with your tempo, even going slower, starts to disappear, but that 80% is pretty much a decent swing for me. So let's see if we can take this about kind of 155. Right, caught that really nice again. Should come down at 150 something, 156 I think, 157, and then we've got a nice contact in the face. Right, and now we're starting to go up to the kind of 70-80% swing. Right, so nice contact. Right, so let's see what this comes out as. 179, right, there we go, prime example, 80% swing. Just have a look at the replay. That's nothing, genuinely nothing. You're going to see in just a wee minute what 100% swing with me looks like. And I got a 177 carry. So I'm now starting to get at the top of what my previous range was because I'm hitting the right part of the face, I'm delivering a good club, and all my numbers seem to be working out quite well. Now let's see if we can start building it up. Right, there's that draw coming back, but we should probably hit a decent carry out that. There's a 190 yard carry, 189.2. Right, so you can actually see I'm starting to wear that bit of the paper because I've hit it so much. Just have a look at the dispersion. Dispersion's nice. Again, this is not a play swing that I'd put into play. This would be if I've got a wee bit of wind into my face or I had to kind of get it down there. Right, so we should probably get to just close to 200 with that carry. 196 or something. 195. So 195 carry on a 7-iron. So just to show you, there's the face, just to prove it is a 7-iron. So just for comparison, my normal numbers on the 7-iron is normally about a 175, and I'm happy to play that 175 number. As I say, if I do need to ramp it up to 195, I can, but there's just no benefit in doing that. You know, so much can go wrong when you're up at that speed. But if I'm looking for a 175, this is like an 80% swing to me, nice and controlled, middle of the face, and it should be just a nice penetrating ball flight. Right, so let's have a look at the carry now. Pulled it a wee bit left, but we're 173, 174. If you've got the right tools round about you, you're going to be more than likely to succeed in what you're looking to do. And as I say, doing speed training for me was great because it allowed me to take my 100% level up to a 195 carry, so I can now dial back a kind of 180 shot. So yeah, it's definitely helped. I'm going to just bring out my 3-wood just for talking's sake. So obviously this is something I've seriously struggled with, the 3-wood off the deck. And you know, previous swings, you know, to my 3-wood, I'll lose them out to the right, or I'll lose them out to the left. They're just uncontrolled. But for me, that felt like a full out 3-wood. And I've only carried that, what, 215, 220 or something. So really taking this into play, you know, what I did with my irons, is allowed me just to get a nice fluid swing. It allows me to time the face. It allows me to feel that I can get that wee baby draw on the go, start it out to the right and finish on the left. So this is like an 80% swing for me. So you can see it coming back in. Let's see what the carry is on that. 233 yards, and it's pretty much down the middle. And that for me is an 80% swing. Just have a look at the difference in the swings, the swing planes on them. That white one's the first one, and there's the second. And it allows me to shape the shot for where I get that kind of high cutty fade. There's a kind of high cutty fade, and I'm not putting anything into that at all. I'm so happy with allowing an 80% swing. So when I'm at the range, this is what I'm working on. I'm working on stop being so aggressive. Just allow things to flow, get the timing just right. And you should start hitting better shots. Much better, much better. So yeah. Okay, so I did mention at the start of the video, obviously stuff that's been going on, the reasons why you haven't seen me. I'm just going to keep it brief, guys. Obviously a lot of you guys know that I was at uni and I was doing psychology at the University of Stirling. Unfortunately, I've had to kind of withdraw myself from it because, cut a long story short, it's probably cost me about £550 a month just to be out of work. So you have probably seen, if you follow CC Golf, you follow me on Instagram, I've started kind of doing the social media stuff for CC Golf. So any of the posts you see going out, any of the stories you go out, that's me that's doing that. So I've really enjoyed it. They've given me a great opportunity. Me and Stuart and the boys in here in Jen, we all work great together, we really do. So it's something where I'm hoping to kind of pursue. I definitely want to stay as much as I can within golf. Whether or not I'm going to keep YouTube going, I don't know. I really don't know. I did hit 1,000 subscribers, so thanks every single one of yous. And I know who my 1,000 subscriber was, so very heartfelt. It's I love it. Yeah, absolutely great. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video short. Try it out at the range, 80% swing. Get the right part of the face, and it's going to change your game. It really is. And certainly, you know, just to quickly recap, one of the things I've noticed is that I was working so heavily on my swing, making sure I'm up here, my shoulder down, all this and that. If you've ever hit a good ball in your life, you know how to do a good swing. The swing is important, but it's down here is the most important part. Whether or not you're contacting the face, and you're going to see that with different guys. Matthew Wolf, all different swing techniques, guys on the inside, guys on the outside. Play your own swing, play what's comfortable for you, but make sure that what's happening down here at the ball is the right thing. And I'll be honest with you, if whatever happens down here, the rest of it's just going to fall into place. So yeah, thanks very much for being patient. Love yous all, and behave yourselves. See you in the next one, hopefully, and take it easy.